Hello and welcome back to the Property Hustle with me, Faith. Whether you're buying property to live in or to invest, you want to make sure that you get it right. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 7 common mistakes that you don't want to make when buying property. Mistake number 1, waiting to buy property. There's a phrase that I absolutely love and live by, which is don't wait to buy property and wait. A lot of people will try to time the market and buy property at the right time, but the reality is there's never a right time to buy property. Property, like most investment assets, goes in cycles, and therefore if you buy and hold for long enough, you'll likely see a return on your investment. And therefore you shouldn't really be concerned about whether you're buying at a good or a bad time, because the market will eventually correct itself. Mistake number 2. Go into your bank for a mortgage. Now there's nothing wrong with going to your bank for a mortgage. The only issue is that a bank will only sell you their products. For example, if you go to HSBC, they're not going to tell you that NatWest down the road can give you a better product. Therefore, if you go through a mortgage broker, a broker can advise you on the whole of the market. They'll give you various different options based on your particular circumstances, allowing you to choose the product that's best for you, which may even save you some money. Mistake number 3, overpaying. Now I know buying property can be emotional, but you need to take the emotion out of it. This is because you make your money on property when you buy and not when you sell. If you end up overpaying for a property, you could be putting yourself at risk for negative equity down the line. Therefore, when buying, you should do your due diligence, research market comparables, and make sure you're paying either market or below market value for the property. Mistake number 4, not accounting for additional costs. Often when people buy property, they save up the deposit, but they forget that there are additional costs associated that you will need to account for. For example, stamp duty, legal fees, valuation fees, and survey fees. A good rule of thumb is to save up an additional 10% to account for any additional costs associated with the purchase of the property. Mistake number 5, not viewing the property. Now this might sound silly, but you'll be surprised how many armchair investors there are out there that will buy a property without even viewing it. It's okay if you're an experienced investor, however if you're a first-time buyer or first-time investor, it's absolutely paramount that you go along and you view the property before buying it, and you should probably take an independent specialist with you to carry out the necessary surveys. Mistake number 6, not reading the legal pack. Now this mistake is more aimed at potential auction purchases. It's important to read the legal pack because the pack might contain information that could make your deal unviable. So before going to auction and before bidding on that property, make sure you review every single document in that pack, and you might want to get a solicitor to review it as well on your behalf. Mistake number 7, buying property far away from you. Now I'm not saying this can't be done. I myself have a property that's far away from me, but I'm just saying it will make life a lot easier if that property is closer to where you're currently based. You have to remember that unless you're hiring help, you're going to have to do all of the viewings, tenant the property, and later manage the property. Therefore, if the property is within at least a 5-mile radius of you, this should make things a lot easier. And there you have it. Those are my 7 property buying mistakes. Hope you found the video useful. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and do share any mistakes that you might have made in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you. Unfortunately, that is it for this video. I hope you found it useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for new content every week. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.